What's up, guys? It's your girl, Dedicated Diva, and I am back once again with another podcast. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget that you can always comment down below. Now, I've been neglecting my podcast in general just because, in I would say the last year and a half, I've had a couple of health scares. Now, it all started off really with going through a lot of stress when something happened to my dad. He's doing fine now, but I believe that's when it all started. Now, I would say it was maybe 2, 3 months after that, I end up passing out outside doing what I normally do. It was on a summer day, but it wasn't that hot. Um, what I was doing that day was the same thing that I do every single day whenever I go outside to do anything. Yes, it was hot, but I made sure I was hydrated. That day, passed out. I didn't worry about going too much to the doctor only because I had everything up under control, or I felt like I did. Now, this is where I should kind of stop to tell you guys, whenever you pass out, go straight to the hospital. Don't go to a clinic, don't go to a Mighty Med, go straight to the emergency room. Now, I feel like that day, if I had went, I would have found out what I know now. Now, a little bit of fast forward and skipping through. I found the doctor I went to. I kept going back and forth, back and forth. And it kept just feeling like at certain times I'm really, really drained. Either I have to take in a whole lot of water, or either I have to make sure I have some type of chocolate around. Now, once I went to my doctor, she told me that she didn't see anything just really wrong. Of course, I can't read the test papers, I can't read the result papers when it comes to blood and different things like that. So I'm just taking her word for it. But I end up going to get like a EKG, a MRI, a EEG, all these different things. And I forgot which one I was getting done. I even got a ultrasound did on my neck. And I bumped into a man, and he told, he was asking me what are my symptoms, what's wrong, I'm young and why am I coming? And I told him, my symptoms. And I was telling him, it gets to the point to where I need like chocolate and like a Coke or something. And when I get to that point to feeling like washed out and I eat chocolate, guys, when I tell you there's only certain types of chocolate that I eat, I don't eat. Let me put it like this. The only thing that I will eat in like the whole bar is a Snickers. I cannot stand coconut. I cannot stand any other type of chocolate almost. But when I go into these little fillings, I will eat almost anything, don't matter how sweet it is. I gobble it down and then I just be just fine. And he told me that, that he felt like I was anemic because he was the same way. I listened to him and I kept some, kept candy and different things like that on me. And I would say that was last summer. Now, this summer just passed. I went through some of the same similar things, but then I noticed when I started to come on my period, I would start getting some of the same feelings over again. And it's like the hot flashes and all this other stuff. Now, I'm not old enough to be going through menopause or premenopause. So I'm like, what's going on? So I ended up going back to my doctor. She kept saying the same thing. She told me that I was a little bit heavier than what I should be. And so I should come down to at least 145 or 150, which I've been working on that. So that really hasn't been a thing. And come to find out, I finally went to a cardiologist. And throughout her giving me this little nice heart monitor that I have strapped to my chest and on me constantly now for a whole month. I think I've been wearing it for like 5 days now. She told me that throughout looking at the test results that she had just from past doctors, that she didn't even tell me to go for a blood test after this visit. She told me that I was anemic. And in some of the tests, I was excuse me, I was a severe anemic. I'm looking like all this time I've been walking around. I knew this in my heart and I just let it pass. Now, my mom, I'm so stubborn. My mom had to go out and buy me some vitamins and some other type of supplement. And I had been taking it, but in the back of my head, I'm like, hey, the doctor told me I was fine. I don't want to take iron because iron gets you constipated. That's like the biggest thing, and you can't take too much or you'll end up having side effects off of that. But to find out now that I'm anemic, I'm like, really? So basically, that's why I've been gone so long. I know that I have this podcast here in different places. I'm starting trying to do it on YouTube more because I want to reach more people, because I feel like the things that I be going through most of the time, and it's not all like this, but some of the things that I go through, good and bad, I feel like more people go through it. And so I feel like if I voice my opinion or tell you guys what I'm going through, you guys know that there is a way out, and there's a positive side to everything. But basically, I'm strapped to a heart monitor just because of the palpitations I was having from being anemic and being a severe anemic at times. It's just, in a way, I can breathe a sigh of relief, but all at the same time, I was a little angry because I'm like, if this doctor that I had been going to had been told me these things now, I wouldn't have had to worry about feeling so bad all the time. I'm working home mom, stay at home mom. I homeschool my kids, and in some mornings that I literally had to just drag myself around, that I had to just lay out and not knowing what to do. But I hope this helps somebody. I know it was more of like a little story and a rant all at the same time, but I just said that to say, if you know something is going on with your body, you know your body. It does not matter how many doctors that you have to go to. It don't matter how many times it may seem like you're just hitting your head on a brick wall. Just keep going, because it's going to be that one person that's going to understand where you're coming from, and they're actually going to take their time. Y'all, this was my cardiologist that's found out that I was anemic, that actually said that I was anemic. She didn't even have to look back in my record like that, but she did. If you know your body and you're feeling any type of weird symptoms and you know what it may be, keep pressing that doctor. If you can't go to different doctors, keep pressing on that one doctor until you know what you need to know, until they do the test that they need to do. If you have to help out and tell them, hey, I looked up on Google and maybe I should get this test, this, get it done. It's your body. You're the only one that's going to take care of it. You're just another patient to them. No matter how long you've been actually like going to them, it doesn't matter. It's your body. You know your body. So take care of it. And I'll see you guys next time.